Would you please welcome to the stage with a massive amount of clapping and cheering? And remember, if you don't do enough clapping and cheering, he'll go back down and I'll come back and then I'll tell you another story about getting another type of medical test and you won't like it. Please welcome to the stage, Jack Solder!
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, the slide showing? Do I need to do anything? I can't see anything behind me.
Cover the projector.
That's an instruction for me, don't
Cool. Do I have a clicky thing at all?
It's on the laptop.
I can't see it.
We do send all the actors a briefing email. Whether they choose to read it is up to them.
I tried to read it. It wasn't that interesting. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name's Jack. During the day, I'm a data monkey at Culture 24, so I take all your lovely cultural data and I do lots of fun things with it. And during the weekends, I work at the British Museum as a digital events facilitator, doing loads of really fun. Hey, we've got some in the crowd tonight, doing lots of really fun family workshops in the Samsung Digital Centre. But during my spare time, I like to. I'll get out of the way so you can see. I like to have what I call adventures in museums. So I go out and I explore them and I find the oddest, weirdest things I can find because, you know, in a museum we have loads of really great, kind of weird stuff. And I think someone needs to shout about that, so that's what I do. So, I'm gonna start rolling and tell you about what I got up to this summer. So, this summer, I went to Budapest.
Yes!
Way! Big cheer for everyone who's ever been to Budapest. Brilliant country. Hungarians, slightly grumpy, but in a nice, friendly, almost charming way. So you might recognise this building back here. Can anyone tell me what it is? Okay, tumbleweed. No one recognises this building. Okay, what if I mentioned that this building... Okay, I'll tell you what it is, because it's just easier. This building behind me is Buda Castle, and the fireworks give a bit of a hint where you might have seen it before. It did, of course, feature in Katy Perry's timeless Ode to Pyrotechnics firework. Sorry, someone thought it was Somerset House. Almost. Not quite, sorry about that. So, yeah, so firework. It taught us that, among other things, plastic bags have feelings, and if you want self-esteem, you need a bra that shoots fireworks. I was going to bring mine, but unfortunately it got damaged in the wash, and it just would have been a bit awkward, and you don't want to hear about that. So anyway, the castle complex, it takes up the whole of Buda Hill, and there's loads of really cool museums there. There's a medieval apothecary that's got a flying crocodile, literally suspended from the ceiling. No idea what it's doing there, but it's there. But the museum I'm going to talk about is housed in perhaps the world's ugliest building, the Budapest Hilton. And you can see it right in the corner there. See those red flags? That's the museum I'm talking about. And it's the quote-unquote world-famous Salzburg Marzipan Museum. Big cheer if you've ever heard of it.
Yes.
Way, brilliant, someone has. You probably read my blog. Please count more. This Marzipan Museum, only found out about it because there's a big sign saying Marzipan Museum, this way. So naturally I followed it and, oh crap, I need to move along. Okay. I didn't notice the time. So yeah, here it is, Marzipan Museum. 400 florins to get in. You might think that costs an arm and a leg.
Almonds?
Oh, someone got it. Brilliant. Actually, it costs about £1 to get in, and you get a free sample of marzipan, and it's amazing. And as you can see, not really the most inspiring of galleries. It looks a bit boring. But, midway through, this might have been when the sugar rush kicked in. I found a diorama of Harry Potter, but all the characters were just different enough to avoid copyright laws. But the thing that really struck me was this lady here. She's a marzipan mannequin, or a marzipanikin, of Queen Sissy, or to give her her full name, Elizabeth, Empress of Austria, Queen of Hungary. Have a whole list. Her Royal Highness, Duchess Elizabeth Anna Eugenia. She was also Queen of Bohemia and Croatia. Seriously, so many titles. And this is what she looked like as marzipan. This is what she looked like in real life. As you can see, uncanny similarity there. They really, really worked hard. So Queen Sissi, bit of a Princess Diana figure, beloved by the Hungarians, despite her not being Hungarian at all, which was a bit weird. And she was literally this marzipan mannequin, this marzipannequin, lifelike, even down to the weight. It was about 55 kilograms, the label said, and famously, Queen Sissi kept her weight down to 55 kilograms. I'm not saying this is healthy, I'm just saying this is what she was known for. Also, famous for preserving her natural beauty. Her long hair, she used to wash with a special essence of egg and cognac. She used to put like a syllabub on her hair every 2 weeks. Not sure why. And on her face she favoured a creme celeste made from wax derived from sperm whales, sweet almond oil, only natural that should be preserved in almond, and rose water. And yeah, so unfortunately for Queen Sissi, met a slightly unhappy and assassinated in Geneva, but became a national hero. Big whoop for Queen Sissi. Hey. So the next museum I'm going to talk about very, very quickly. So, don't Marzi panic, there's a bit more. Hey. I love that everyone's enjoying the puns here. So, okay, so Steve mentioned before, a couple of people from Brighton. That's me and my friend Rosie. Big cheer for Brighton. Whee! So we've got loads of celebs live in Brighton. We've got Fatboy Slim, we've got Katie Price and her boobs. And we also have Adele, who found somewhere like new on the seafront so she could roll in the deep. Thanks. I know that was a bit weak, but I thought I'd throw it in there. So, we can do a quick poll. Hands up, anyone who's read the Narnia books?
Yeah.
Yay! Anyone see this film? Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Yeah.
Good, a couple of you. Did any of you recognise this fella here? Let's make that pulse for good effect. That little furry fella is Truffle Hunter the Badger. Big whoop for Truffle Hunter. Here he is in real life. This is Truffle Hunter the Badger. He is a famous resident at the Booth Museum of Natural History, which is it's in Brighton, as I said, and he is our resident celebrity badger. So you might have seen that in the big run-up. I'm going to talk about celebrity badgers. Here he is, and I like to think that he's kind of reading his script there. You know. So when I first found out about him, I thought, oh great. All I knew was this badger inspired Truffle Hunter, so I thought, great, C.S. Lewis, he's come to this museum, he's seen this badger, and he wants to make it into a proper badger with a capital B that talks. But I wasn't quite right there, because Twitter isn't really great for passing on lots of detailed information. It turned out that this badger just provided the CGI model for what we saw in the film. And what we saw in the film, he didn't really do much. He's just like, oh, Caspian, let me take care of you. Your uncle usurped the throne and everything's bad. But Aslan will come. Big cheer for Aslan.
Yay!
Yay, brilliant. So yeah, this is the taxidermy beastie we have, but I really had to hunt for him. Because, like, you think, massive movie star here. Where's the big person? Where's the big neon lights? Unfortunately, yeah, not that much. She was kind of hidden in the Victorian parlour of the Booth Museum, which is just full of taxidermied animals, which is brilliant if you're into taxidermy. I felt a little bit weird because, taxidermy's a cute little badger, but it's not. But yeah, I was expecting this massive thing. There is some labelling there, but you know, I was really expecting a curator to say, yeah, look at this thing, it's really cool. Look, come see. And yeah, not that much, but you know, there's loads of these really cool things I get really excited about in museums, and I'm like, yeah, everyone should really see this. But when you've got things like this, I think like, maybe you should, you know what like the Natural History Museum does? They've got Dippy the Diplodocus, he's tweeting at everyone. You know, if you've got something that's really cool, and it's a nice furry thing like this, why don't you, get it to talk, get it to, shout about itself, and like, get it on Twitter, really. Okay, at the end of the day, I think if it gets you excited, it'll get other people excited. And this is my museum show-off. And if you want to find out more about my adventures, you can. Whee!